Good afternoon, students. Today I am going to teach you Social Studies, Chapter 11, Our Environment. Now, environment means and includes all things and non-living things around us. In simple language, whatever we see on earth is our environment. Whatever we see on the earth is the environment. A person's environment is made up of everything that surrounds him or her. Like example, houses, buildings, people, animals, land, temperature, water, light, and other living and non-living things. So everything that is around us, living and non-living things, it makes up our environment. Living things depend on the non-living things for survival. Now we are living things, we depend on the non-living things for survival. All plants, animals, and human beings need air, water, and sunlight to survive and to grow, right? We all know these things. Now, any change in the environment affects the lives of all the living things. It is sad to note that human activity is causing great harm to the environment they live in. Why? Because we are cutting down trees and many other things which we are harming the environment. We need to protect and take care of our environment. How do we do that? Let us see what we can do to make the environment cleaner and a better place for all of us or all living beings to live in. What could we do? Now these are the points. Do not throw waste or household garbage in a careless manner on the streets. Just take it and throw it anyhow. Lanes or open drains. Take the garbage bins. Use the garbage bins. Throw it into a garbage bin. Do not use roads, streets, or other public places as toilets. You see, many people, they use the public streets, roads, lanes to do toilet over there. And that's not good. You're spoiling the environment. Use public toilets. Keep them clean too. After using the toilets, keep it clean. Wash them out. Use paper or cloth bags instead of polythene or plastic bags. Do not use polythene or plastic bags. Use paper bags or jute bags. Do not allow water to stand in drains, puddles, or in coolers, as these become breathing places for mosquitoes. They start breathing in mosquitoes. Now let's see here. Waste are of two types, biodegradable and non-biodegradable. Now what is biodegradable? Biodegradable waste consists of leftover food, peels of vegetables or fruits, paper, plant wastage in the form of fallen leaves, petals and twigs. Such waste is decomposed by the bacteria and earthworms and it can be safely mixed with the soil to make it fertile. Now these waste you can throw it into your soil and let it be there. Dig a hole and put it there. And so it will mix with the soil and make it fertile. Now non-biodegradable, these ones, they do not mix with the soil. Now non-biodegradable consist of things that do not easily mix with the soil. Plastic things, cans used for adequate drinks, silver foil used by restaurants or in your kitchen or hotels to pack your food are all non-biodegradable and waste material. They cannot be broken down into small pieces to mix with the soil. They take hundreds and thousands of years to decompose. They cause harm to the environment by clogging the drains and choking the water creatures. You throw plastic things into the sea, a lot of fish eat that and it goes into their stomach. Some of them cannot breathe also. Then disposable waste. How do you get rid of the waste? Have you seen how waste is disposed of by the municipal corporation? They get rid of waste collected from all over the city or town in different ways. Let us learn about them. How they dispose of the waste. One is burning. Waste is collected in one place and burnt. Chemical waste or other forms of toxic waste are burnt in a furnace, which is an enclosed place. But burning causes air pollution also. and is harmful for the environment. So burning is not the right method, but still they're doing it. Now dumping means taking and throwing it in one place. Waste from colonies is collected and carried out in trucks. Then is taken to far away places and is simply dumped there, just thrown over there. This dumping ground is a breathing place for rodents, big rats, mosquitoes, and germs of all kinds. All these, they breathe over there, they multiply there, and they live there. This process too pollutes the environment. This process also pollutes the environment. Now, landfills. The most popular method of waste disposal is landfills. It means they dig up a place and they fill it. Landfills are found in the outskirts of the city. It means it is outside the city. They are deep ditches which are dug in the ground and garbage is dumped inside them. When full, these ditches are covered with a layer of earth. When they fill it up, they put the rest of the soil on top of it. It also allows the land to be used for making parks and gardens also. Now this is the better way of disposal of waste. Now compost pits. In villages, pits are dug in the ground. Household waste are dumped, and after some time it converts into manure. Especially the vegetables and the the biodegradable ones are dumped in the garden. This manure is called compost. It provides soil with nutrients and fertilizers as well as enables the land to retain moisture. So the land becomes fertile and can grow trees and plants. Crops that are grown by using it are called organic food. The farmers use natural manure instead of chemical fertilizers. Check out a row of organic food that the next time you go to a food bazaar. When you go to a food bazaar, check out the organic food. You can buy that. That is better than the junk food that you eat. Now, the 3 R's. What are the 3 R's? Recycle, reduce, and reuse. If you want to live in a clean environment, we should learn the 3 R's of the environment. Recycle, reuse, and reduce. Let's see. Let's go to recycle. Many of the things we use every day, like paper bags, cans, and milk cartons, are made up of materials that can be recycled. These things can be recycled. Cans can be recycled, paper bags can be recycled, milk cartons can be recycled. Many cities and towns have recycling centers where you can drop off all the material you have collected. All the material that you have collected after using them, you can give it to them. They will make use of it. Try to make one in your neighborhood or in your school. Now, reuse. Instead of throwing things away, find ways to use them again. Instead of throwing them away like garbage, find ways to how to use them. For example, avoid using disposable items much as possible. Always carry your own reusable mug, eating utensils, and cloth shopping bags with you. Donate your old clothes, toys, and furniture. Your old clothes, toys, and furniture, donate it to poor people. Use both sides of the writing paper, and also use paper grocery bags. Don't use plastic bags to make book covers. Many trees will be saved by doing this. Now, make fun art and crafts projects such as dustbins out of cardboard boxes and pencil stands from the cans. So all these things you can make many useful things like pencil stands, cardboard boxes. Use your imagination. Just think out of your box. Use rechargeable batteries instead of disposable batteries. Batteries not only take up the land space spill, but also leak acid into the earth. So don't buy these batteries which can be used and throw. Buy rechargeable ones where you can recharge them for many years. Now reduce. Reduce is to make less. Reduce the amount of waste is the best way to help the environment. There are several ways to do it. Now, what are the ways to do it? Vehicles use energy and cause pollution, right? We all know that. Encourage carpooling. Carpooling means in one car, many people can go. Instead of you having a car, only your family. No. You take others. If you're going to school, if you're going alone in the car, take other children with you who are going to the same school. With friends, walking or taking the bus. You can walk also, or you can take the bus. Get into the habit of riding your bicycle to local areas instead of driving. Yes. If you want to go from here to 2 kilometers or 3 kilometers, use the bicycle instead of taking a car. Save energy by turning off lights when not needed. When your lights are not needed at home, switch it off. Then turn off the tap when you are not using water. Don't let the tap remain open and let all the water flow. Buy products that don't have lots of packaging. Okay, they should have minimum packaging. More than 30% of our waste is packaging. It is not difficult to prevent environment pollution if we join hands with everyone and realize our responsibility. So we have a responsibility ourselves. We have a responsibility to keep the environment clean. So let us join hands with everybody and let us start first. We should do it at home first. So today so much of the lesson. Next class I will give you the question answers, and followed by that the objectives. So have a great day. Bye and enjoy yourself.